In Jackson County, the city of Murphysboro is celebrating new grant funding for housing rehabilitation. Murphysboro Mayor Will Stevens says $650,000 has been awarded to the city by the state of Illinois and the U.S. Housing Department. The U.S. Department, of Housing and Urban Development. The application process required people to fill out questionnaires regarding repairs that needed to be done to their homes. About 100 people filled those out regarding them, but can be completed because of financial hardships. The mayor says it's a big deal for the city.
Someone has a new roof, when someone has newer windows, that drives down their cost of living. And when you drive down their cost of living and they've got more disposable income, they can go to the grocery store, they can, buy that extra $30 worth of groceries or whatever. And that in turn just helps to solidify communities, drive retail sales tax for the city. And so it's something that's really, really positive.
City is in the process of deciding how the money will be divided between residents and distributed later this year.